So this is going to be a place of party, it's going to be a place of celebration, it's going to be a party for us to gather, to have conversations, to sit, to yarn, to exchange, to get to know each other, to dance, to cry under the mirror ball, all of the things. We've got incredible shows that are happening. Tonight we have the premiere of Club Village, which is produced by House of Kong and Humex Cellar, the incredible Cellar. So that is happening tonight. Daddy by Joel Bray is also happening, and we have in this room, right where we're standing, Jarraba Disco by the Huxleys with an extraordinary cast. So what's really incredible about Marri Madung Butbut is we have a range of various different genres of different shows. We have free events, we have ticketed events, we have something for the whole family. Later on you're going to see Dale Woodbridge Brown, who is probably one of the busiest clowns I know, black clowns I know, but he's going to come up here and do a bit of an act for you as well. But he is in Club Village tonight as well. He's also doing a whole lot of shows all around the country. So we are so proud to welcome you to Marri Madung Butbut. We also have a First Nations only space, which is going to be for our First Nations only community, which is going to be just for us to gather, to sit, to yarn, to sit with our elders, to listen to our stories, to share our culture, and most importantly, be in a room together full of love. We ask when you come to Marri Madung Butbut that you enter the space with an open heart. This is a gift to our community. Everyone is welcome from all across the globe. You're all invited, but it's important that you do come here with an open heart. You come here with respect. You acknowledge that this space is centered around our First Nations people, and not only our First Nations people, but our LGBTQIA+, sister girl, brother boys community. This is something that has never happened in Australia before, and I don't think has ever happened in a WorldPride before as well, so this is a first. It's really exciting that we're creating this space. I know Kate Wickett, the CEO, is going to come and have a chat in a sec as well, but you know, this has been something that was a part of our bid when we went for Sydney WorldPride. It's very passionate to a lot of people that work in our organisation. It's a really poignant moment in our history. There's a lot of conversations going on about the moment, about the future of First Nations people. And I know that Marri Madung Butbut is going to be an incredible link in that conversation, and particularly around our LGBTQIA+ sister girl, brother boy communities, who often feel marginalised, underrepresented, and often silenced. So they will not be in this venue, they will not be in Marri Madung Butbut. This space is for them, it's for our community. So welcome one more time to the opening of Marri Madung Butbut. Many brave hearts.
When we said to the world in 2019 we wanted you to come to Sydney, we did so on the premise that we wanted to have a First Nations lens to everything that we do at Sydney WorldPride. It's with immense pride and pleasure that we can say that we have done just that. Everything from our branding, from Jess Johnson at Noongar Creative, a First Nations lesbian here in Sydney, to our programming, to this space we're in now, to Black and Deadly at the Sydney Opera House, and to our First Nations programming within our Human Rights Conference, which starts next week. It's abundantly important for us to acknowledge that Australia is home to the oldest living continuous culture in the world. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. As a CEO or leader of this organisation, I am incredibly proud to have worked side by side with our 15-person First Nations Advisory Committee, which all of whom met for the first time yesterday in a room in Sydney. It was a poignant moment, as Ben said, because those 15 people have come together from across Australia. They've been guiding us, they've been giving themselves and others voice, and we couldn't be more proud. It is something that we are committed to. I'd like to say thank you to my Sydney WorldPride team, a team that has got incredible people who work incredibly hard, and to our First Nations people who have contributed and continue to contribute and guide us through our festival. Welcome to the First Nations gathering space. Have a great time and happy WorldPride. Thank you.